everybody. Today it's Saturday and I am out checking out Jolly Mills near Pierce City, Missouri. So join me as we tour it around. Jolly Mill Park is a privately owned park in Pierce City, Missouri. As you enter this park, it is a $5 admission fee. It is based on the honor system. And since it is a private park, it has its own set of rules. No direct eye contact with anyone, no personalized license plates, no whispering, and only yelling in an angry tone is permitted in the park. Obviously, that was a joke. The park does have regulations just like anywhere else, but they are clearly posted for you as you enter. The mill that we're currently looking at in the video was established in 1848. This has been a landmark in southwest Missouri for over 150 years, and it's listed on the National Register of Historic Places. From what I could research, the mill began as a distillery. It was owned by a gentleman named George Isbell. A village named Jollification developed around his distillery and served kind of like a resupply point for wagons and stagecoaches. However, new taxes on whiskey that George Isbell refused to pay ended up making him close the distillery in the 1870s. From there, he turned his attention to the milling of flour. While I was walking around the park, I was really struck at just how picturesque everything was. It was just beautiful. And it kind of got me thinking, I wonder how many pictures have been taken, or senior pictures, or whatever, over the last 150 years of this park alone. And I bet it's an absolute ton, but rightfully so. I was a little disappointed in myself that I had never been to this park before. I was even more disappointed I hadn't thrown my fishing gear in the car this morning to throw a line in. There were several small memorials and plaques around the park that kind of added a nice little touch to it as well. This is a pretty cool place, but I'm not gonna lie, I just got the hell scared out of me by that dude. Holy crap, I almost tried to talk to him. In 1983, a group of citizens organized a foundation to restore Jolly Mill. They intended it to be a public recreation facility for picnicking and fishing. In 1998, that restoration was completed. I was shocked to discover that in December of 2015, the park suffered extensive damage from one of the worst floods we'd had in generations. The water level rose several feet into the park. The flood damaged several buildings, including the park's covered bridge. It was completely pushed over on its side, and the floor of the mill was covered in debris and mud. In the spring of 2016, a fundraiser was held in hopes of restoring the park and some of the damage that was caused by the flooding. Apparently, the community turned out in large numbers, and the funds generated from all of the events they held helped them to fix the parking lot, the bridges, some of the porch on the mill, some of the sidewalks, some of the areas that were heavily damaged from the flooding. You can still see some of the damage from that as I was walking around, but it doesn't take anything away from the beauty of the park. I would even argue that while the flooding was a tragedy, it only adds to the history of the park and the perseverance that the community had to repair the problems that were caused. I really enjoyed my afternoon here, and I do look forward to a time when I can go back and visit again. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Until next time.